From vast peaks that take days to climb to bizarrely shaped bluffs that love the camera, great mountains have little trouble making us stop and stare. Few things compare to the sense of awe you'll feel when you've reached the summit of a giant. In this video, I will tell you the top 10 world's most incredible mountains you need to visit at least once. So like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our uploads. And of course, today's video is brought to you by Tripidabido.com, the premier platform for booking tours and activities in this city, and is the proud sponsor of this video. Interested in traveling, click the link in the description below. 10. Cradle Mountain, Tasmania, Australia. At 1,545 meters, this is not the tallest mountain in Australia, but what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for with beauty. Overlooking Sapphire Dove Lake, the ridged scarp of Cradle Mountain is quite a sight. It dominates Cradle Mountain Lake's Clare National Park, snow-freckled in winter and rising from lush grass and forest land through summer. Excavations of the area around the mountain have unearthed many native sites, but it was English surveyor Joseph Fossey who christened the peak Cradle Mountain because of its curiously curved shape. Now it's one of Tasmania's most popular tourist attractions and is around an hour and a half drive from the busy city of Devonport. There are hikes for all abilities throughout the national park. They all reward the walker with awesome views of Cradle Mountain and also take in glacial lakes, dense woodland, and the occasional waterfall along the way. 9. Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, Africa. Another bucket list topping peak is volcanic Kilimanjaro, which you'll find in northeastern Tanzania, right in the center of its namesake national park. The Roof of Africa is a fitting nickname for the mountain, which is 5,895 meters at its highest point. Kilimanjaro is actually a volcano made up of a trio of peaks. Though if you're planning a trip, you'll be glad to hear it's dormant. The last eruption happened some 360,000 years ago. If you dream of standing at Kilimanjaro's summit, looking out over the clouds, plan your trip for January through to March, or June through to October. The other months of the year bring with them rain and snow. 8. Mount Everest, Nepal/Tibet. No list of the world's great peaks would be complete without Everest. The mother of all mountains, she rises to more than 8,848 meters, jutting out of the Himalayas, on the Nepal-Tibet border. The mountain is named after lauded British surveyor Sir George Everest, though the peak already had two local titles, Chomolungma on the Tibetan side and Sagarmatha in Nepal. The first confirmed ascent to Everest's summit was in 1953 by Nepali Indian and British mountaineers Sherpa Tenzing and Edmund Hillary, though other climbers had already perished in previous attempts. 7. Aoraki/Mount Cook, New Zealand. New Zealand is renowned for its stunning scenery, and its highest mountain doesn't disappoint. The vast bluff in the Southern Alps rises to more than 3,700 meters, reflecting in the glacial lakes at its feet. The name Mount Cook was given to the peak by European settlers, but native peoples had always known it as Aoraki, after a young figure from Maori legend. Now it goes by both names. 6. Mount Fuji, Japan. Mount Fuji is the largest peak in Japan. It tops out at a whopping 3,775 meters and is at its best when finished with a generous hood of snow. It has great cultural significance too. The mountain has long been considered sacred, attracting centuries worth of pilgrims of Buddhist, Shinto, and other faiths. Fuji is elusive though, disappearing behind the clouds every chance it gets. But persevere and you'll be rewarded.